Coche le live est de retour, ultime de la session continue.
This gives good market insight.
L'aventure continue.
This gives good market insight. Looks stunning today.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you—
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Ooh,
C'est ça.
isn't this that legendary wall?
Ça se couche à 5 heures de matin.
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a...
That's because that wall
okay.
records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that.
Ouais.
If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick... I originally thought her a bit too... But after she said those words... Well, I must say that quite a few of my I won't deny that
bravo.
Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to
Bah ouais.
us. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who
Bienvenue
sends
sur
a
mon
greeting
live et
gift
profitez à
gets a
partager
little
un
something in
agréable moment.
return. So,
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you...
yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail. Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for. Let's grab one, the biggest one. search, the biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one. La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here.
Ouais, il a dû, comment on appelle
could
ça?
it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something,
Les cachets.
something, Fatui, research. Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
Ouais.
This piece of paper shows that a cheating spot. Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue.
Bah, ça fait plus d'une heure qu'il a quitté la vocale.
Sigil of permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to. Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
Disappear! A reward on the road.
On a fait explosion. Rien, je raconte un truc.
I'll keep this close. I'll keep this close. Windblade!
No one escapes my sights!
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us too.
You'll get frostbite.
Get him!
Freshness
Windblade!
chill to the bone.
With the wind! Almost.
Nowhere to hide.
I will end you.
You're not going anywhere. Frozen food.
Take cover. Let's not waste time.
I'll race you there.
Let's end this quickly.
Hey!
Let's end this quickly.
Go, Bip! Hey!
Windblade!
Oh no!
I must collect
Ouais.
myself.
No escape!
Cut fire!
This first. What an annoyance.
Don't get it! Two.
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly.
Not so hard!
Windblade! Use this first. That seemed to work. What an annoyance. Use this first.
So sorry. Dodge this.
Let's not waste time.
Don't push your luck.
This first.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Almost.
This is not...
Merde.
This
Incoming.
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly.
Don't blink.
Use this first. Almost. That seemed to work. What are this? Use this.
Cut to the chase.
Let's not waste time.
You got me.
That seemed Use this first. Almost.
Incoming.
What an annoyance. That seemed to work. I slipped up. Use this first.
Speed of light. Hey!
That seemed to work. Let's end this quickly.
Got lucky that time. Don't blink.
This isn't good.
Speed of light. Nowhere to hide.
This first. That seemed to work. What an annoyance.
Cool it.
Use this first. The loneliness of death.
Voilà, terminé. Faut que je fasse une petite pause pour le moment et je reviens après.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Ouais. Ouais.
Un viewer, plus 1, réveil 4h41 57 secondes. Yo.
Salut Joker, comment vas-tu? T'es dans la vocale, on s'en fout.
Cherchez une crotte.
T'as que des conneries comme ça à dire?
Don't blink.
C'est mon modérateur, mais putain, au secours.
Incoming.
This should be fun. This is bad.
Don't blink.
T'as vu la classe.
Ah ouais, la classe MDR.
Go on, give me a go. This. Put your back into it.
With sword comes shadow.
Not breaking a sweat. Get out of my way.
Speed of light.
No excuse for slacking.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Shouldn't get careless.
Don't get frostbite.
Intensifying heat.
Allez, Pro Killer.
This one's well done.
Tu vas faire du Forza Impact.
Cool it. Fry.
Bah, écoute, je pense, hein, y a moyen.
J'aime Forza.
You need to hurry up.
Dodge this!
Roast it. Fry.
Allons, STP.
Ah, tu veux que j'aille tout de suite?
You need to hurry up.
Pardon.
Après TKT.
Merde.
Prends ton temps.
Oh, je prends mon temps, t'as niqué. Bah. Oh, je suis là, hein.
Windblade!
Intensifying heat.
Disappear!
Roast it. Fry. This one's well done. You need to hurry up.
Donc je reste sur ton live.
You need to hurry up.
Ouais, c'est Joker.
Roast it. Fry.
Fait mal le fumier.
This one's well done.
Cool it!
You need to hurry up. Fuel's clogged.
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper, too. Paimon's seen this pack. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous. And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Bon, faut que je fasse 2 heures de live pour que les gens puissent avoir des récompenses. Bah, faut qu'ils restent pendant 2 heures aussi avec moi, du coup.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
Oh. So you also met with Keqing, then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine. Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart, though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way— Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, She would never give up the Jade Chamber.
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always...
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies. Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them. Singing to the flowers will make them more fragrant.
So how good is your singing?
Elle me demande si je sais chanter.
Really?
Pour ça qu'il
Why
pleut dehors.
doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Heureusement que c'est qu'un jeu vidéo, hein.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
What happened?
Da, da,
These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue?
Wind blade.
I'll never surrender.
J'ai l'impression que c'est un peu la galère. Oh! Arrêtez de boire de ça. Oh non, non.
Hey! Bet you can't keep up with me.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. Incoming. Hey! Don't blink. Cut to the chase. Incoming. Speed of light. Hey!
Oh, ça marche. Bah écoute, repose-toi bien. Ouais, tout à l'heure, hein.
Don't blink. Got lucky that time. Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Speed of light. Get him. Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strange. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
I can't remember.
Yangu? Who's that? You've completely forgotten my name, haven't you? Ah! That reminds me.
Devis
How
ouvert,
was your visit to
plus
the
simple,
Jade Chamber?
réveil 5 heures de mètres de
Sure would have
seconde.
been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
Huh. Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, so...
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies? I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one.
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds... Alright, I think it's about time...
Attendez, on va se soigner avant de revenir là.
You're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are...
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary, but neither path is...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral. Consider your next course of action.
Having connections with... So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely... He must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something. But where could we find him next? Where would he go at a time like this?
Bon, une petite mission. Voiture fracasse.
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was... This is where all of Tibet's mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few... Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing, but even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap... Oh, right! Back to business. It's quiet.
Bon.
Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the... Huh? Look! What happened here? make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides. So why do
Bienvenue
you
sur
still
mon live et
linger here?
profitez à partager
Haven't
un
you already
agréable
seen
moment.
enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I would... Don't you think that trying to stop me now would just... stopping the more immense...
On le tient, notre tueur.
The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she does. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the... Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there? Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. How unbecoming.
I'll race you there!
Cowering already?
Don't blink! Hey!
You've made some progress. Run all you like. Celestial Voyager!
This moment will be frozen in time.
You're wide open.
What's the hurry? Freeze!
Dodge this! Cowering already?
Nowhere to hide. Incoming.
So quick to flee. Wind blade!
Don't blink.
How unbecoming.
I'm getting tired of this game.
Try this. Not
How lucky that
bad,
time.
not bad. Guess I should take you more serious. Haha, good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of the Harbinger.
So hard! Ugh! Bet you can't keep up with me!
Vraiment badass ces personnages.
Raging Tide! With the wind!
Allez, tiens. J'ai plus d'énergie. Ouais, il y aura un problème là.
I'll crush you! You've got some skills. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing it to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit you've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected. Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Whoa. Oh, il a... Bon.
This is going to cost you.
On a raisonné. Il reste plus beaucoup de vie.
You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
On l'a pas. Non, non, on l'a pas, Paimon. Non. Ben, genre, non, mais non. Il est où, il est où, il est où, il est où? Je le vois pas.
Must keep draining. Speed of light. Hey! With sword comes shadow.
Die.
I will not go quietly.
Freeze! Ah, this doesn't look.
Tant pis, on recommencera. Donc j'ai assez de viande pour faire ce qu'il faut. Voilà. Game over. Game over.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete.
On va se préparer pour comme si on allait partir à la guerre. Aïe aïe. Bon. De quoi?
Oh, how exciting!
Tentative 2.
Wow! It looked impressive
Allez,
enough.
c'est bon.
This is where all of Tibet's more. Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't, or better yet, take a nap. Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh? Look! Uh-oh. Quick! We have to...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross.
Comment?
Where should I start? Well, I've never been one to be... If it weren't for that lovely little rite of parting ceremony you put together. Stopping the Mora mints. Hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling...
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
Ouais, je vois ça.
As one of the 11 Fatui, she will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed.
Ah ouais?
I mean, if it were either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you.
Ah bah d'accord.
The battle.
Battle? So you're the...
Ah, je savais pas.
You
hein.
could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the south. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen
Ah
again!
bah ouais.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play it. Besides, you could
La plupart
never
du
defeat
coup,
me.
ils sont enfermés à cause de ça parce qu'ils se parlaient tout seuls, donc...
Fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Sheet of light!
Passable effort. Poor timing. How unbecoming.
Got lucky that time. Incoming!
Un autiste, c'est quand même... Je crois que c'est le... Je crois que c'est l'autiste qui est très intelligent.
A clear shot. You've made some progress.
Levitate!
Not bad, not bad. How unbecoming.
Ouais. Ouais, bah ouais.
Speed of light!
Fine opportunity. Dodge this. A fine opportunity. A clear shot. Cool it.
Ouais.
You've made some progress. Quick
Ouais.
to believe. Not bad, not bad.
Non,
Guess
pas
I
trop.
should take you more serious. Good. No wonder Senora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Non.
As a good knight should. I'll catch up.
My turn. No use hiding back there.
I missed a spot. Steady as stone.
This.
Ah ouais.
You've got some skills.
Incoming.
Break.
Leave it all to me.
I'll crush you.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
They still need me.
My turn. Raging tide. No use hiding back there. You've got some skills.
Mec, je suis derrière lui, il arrive une touche.
This. Break. Freeze.
What's the hurry?
All you do is run. No use hiding back there. Dodge this. I'll crush you.
What's the hurry?
Cool it. Break.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm not done.
Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance.
This.
It was my honor to serve you.
Ah, toi aussi, c'est une misère ta mission. Ah, parce que moi, je galère.
He's hiding back there. Got you.
With sword comes shadow.
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you!
Il aura quand même meilleure posture que le premier passage.
You got to the Gnosis. Ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now.
Ouais, j'ai plus de bouclier, bouge, putain, j'ai plus d'énergie.
Take it?
Panique totale. Ça fonctionne pas, je le chatouille. Il doit avoir bien un moment qu'il va se fatiguer ce mec. Ah oui, quand j'ai plus mon... Ah, il combine tout en même temps là, je fais chier. Passé.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Die here.
I can patch myself up. Steady as stone. Leave it all to me. I'll catch up. Don't blink.
Die here.
Il va faire sa baleine.
Speed of light. Hey! I'll be fine. I must leave no stone unturned. That's going back in the wash.
Merde.
Someone needs assistance. Incoming.
Die here.
Il m'a bien eu là cette fois-ci, il va mieux au centre. On va se soigner.
Freeze. Dodge this.
Tu vois qu'il faut galérer les deux en même temps là.
Dodge this.
Aïe!
What's the hurry?
Freeze. Dodge this. Die here.
Don't get frostbite.
Freeze.
Wind will do. With the wind.
Allez.
What?
Ah ouais, je...
Sur mon live et profitez à
Un peu
partager
d'énergie là,
un
Jean-Michel.
moment.
The chase. Huh. That's going back in the
Go.
wash.
Genre. Bon, on va continuer avec lui.
to me!
Die here.
Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze! What's the hurry? Don't push your luck. This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck. Cool it. Dodge this. Cool it. Freeze! Cool it!
Die here.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Some you went.
Yay!
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geor Archon, in the... If such an ancient god would be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its... Do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geor Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on?
Je sens la cata.
Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon...
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts up...
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is... not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
Ah. Je savais pas. Mais c'est dans la lumière.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you? One wishes to witness.
Looks like I went too far.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How dare it. Snezhnar's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Twin Blade!
Stay right there.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
C'est un peu la galère là. J'aurais besoin de renfort.
Here, take this.
This is Reptile energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Cars! Whoa! It's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
My work finished.
Huh?
Descent. Cold cut platter. Disgusting.
With sword comes shadow. With the blood of the Chilian, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Wow, je galère. J'aurais besoin de renfort.
You are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Don't get in the way. My work.
The merrier.
Disappear!
Flash frog.
Cut to the chase.
You need to hurry up.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right? With sword comes shadow.
Windblade!
This isn't good.
Over here.
The sun's shine.
Don't blink! Hey! Nowhere to hide. Incoming!
Disgusting. Put your back into it.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase! The Fatoui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace! Disappear!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Grosse dinguerie là. Ah, c'est la galère.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Ouais.
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber. What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Ouais, fin de l'histoire, on est tous morts. Tant mieux qu'il dit.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any wave.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flag.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well,
I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing,
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing have struggled to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Tout le monde. Tib revient tout de suite.
Désolé pour l'attente.
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock to be chastised by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
Sauf que j'ai pas activé la moque pour qu'on t'entende.
I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti.
Ok.
I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Ouais, et puis tu vas être bien reçu.
Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
Faudrait qu'on essaye.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their vision when dangerous.
Voir si le Wizbot il est vraiment bien réglé.
And the rest, thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately,
non mais oui, je sais, mais si toi tu peux tout faire.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay.
Et moi je peux te dévanir.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, although their blood is weak.
Ouais, puis moi je peux le dévanner.
Strength. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed.
Faudra que je refasse un Wizbot.
Contracts between.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place.
Bah ouais.
Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew.
C'est pas moi. Non, j'ai pas dit que j'allais te ban.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
De toute façon, tu vas recevoir un avertissement.
Yes, one understands what the conqueror of. One fears that by the time one finally grabs. Fair enough. Away we shall.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that it.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends. Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the... Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Et tu peux pas le faire toi du coup? Ah ok ouais. Non mais je pensais que tu pouvais.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Here to serve. Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
Là, il y a mon ordi qui vient de planter, je comprends pas. J'ai mon ordi qui vient de se planter, qui vient de planter.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
Ouais, je te l'enlève, mais mon ordi vient de planter.
I'm afraid that Wangshan funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli.
Mon ordi, pas mon live, mon ordinateur.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland Bank.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong
Ouais,
to
mon
the
PC, il vient de
Fatui?
planter.
Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Golden House.
Bah écoute, pas plus que la dernière fois, hein.
Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Lille? Visiting the Fatui at a time like this could only mean more trouble. We had better go and make sure that everything is okay.
J'ai trois pages Twitch qui est ouvert. J'en ai pas assez de deux. Oh là, oh là 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 là. Oh, je crois que j'ai un problème avec ma carte graphique. De quoi, la carte graphique? Bah, en gros, c'est ça qui merde avec qui me dit.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Ah oui, il commence vraiment. Bah, j'ai mon écran qui saute.
You're also one of the Harbingers?
Bah, il se met en noir, il se met tout noir et il revient. Ouais, je sais, mais moi, j'ai peur de mon ordi. Parce que si je perds mon ordi, j'ai plus rien. Faut dire que je récupère mon téléphone. Alors, attends. Bah, mange. Bah.
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad you still remember my name. Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snatched away from your friend.
Well, if it isn't you
Désolé,
two,
j'essaie de regarder
this
un
is our
truc
first time
sur
seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped
en
off the
PC.
map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, you may very well hold this against me, but that's up to you. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on.
Ok. Attends, j'en ai deux de cartes graphiques dans mon PC.
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here.
Qui fonctionne super.
You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee. For my promise is solid as stone.
Les processeurs fonctionnent au moins?
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes into an uproar. Talk about a disaster.
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over. That's what he wanted to see, am I right?
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Écoute, il me dit qu'il n'y a rien à signaler.
I began to consider relinquishing my divine role. I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the... That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible.
Non,
Not
non,
only
une
did
petite
they
fromage, c'est
manage
pas
to
la base.
cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liu in this mortal form.
Pizza.
Thank you for joining me on this journey, traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liu Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liu. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liu as divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liu.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played
Bon, vous êtes au courant depuis tout à l'heure ça parle et que j'ai pas encore mangé.
Turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liu, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that?
Eh,
Are you itching for a
Joker,
fight?
tu disais quoi tout à l'heure? Tu as parlé de quelle pizza? Tout à l'heure, je t'ai pas dit une bonne pizza raclette? Ou la tartiflette, elle est bonne aussi.
Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liu.
Ah, moi je kiffe les deux.
Will be forever prescribed as a disturber of the peace, no?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapolyarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa. Come, child.
Fine. I'll meet you there later. I'm not sharing a boat with the likes of you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is today, we spent... So much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now. One-Win Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Lilith.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Lilith.
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
That's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Vous pouvez pas parler d'autre chose, là, je suis un peu en live. Mais heureusement.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years since...
Yes, and to think that this happened right on the heels of the incident with Rex Lapis.
Say, do you...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. Yes, it's very possible indeed. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex Lapis. Oh, that wicked, black-hearted scoundrel. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess must this person possess to be able to do such things? I have never heard of such a person in all my years.
Ah, forget it.
Un vieux verre réveille 6h40.
Look, the Millelith over there looks like he's about to make an announcement. Let's hear what the Ministry of Civil Affairs has to say first.
What if Master finds out? Please be mindful.
Oh, well, since we're going through with this rite of parting, I guess it means that those rumors hit the nail on the head.
So Rex Lapis is really... But they didn't catch the culprit, did they?
Oh, come on. Do you think that the assassin could have been a normal person? You know what I think. I don't think any of the gossip on the streets you hear from those shady types is worth anything. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was that Fatui fellow. Youngish, pretty high in rank. I think they called him Child.
The Fatui? They certainly are very suspicious. Who knows what those greedy, crooked folks...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights, Rex Lapis won't be around to protect you this time.
Hear ye all! The Qixing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and Adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up looking for the murderer? Could the Qixing already have known that Rex Lapis wasn't dead? But Zhongli said that neither they nor the Adepti knew anything. Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis changed hands? Exactly, right? Ooh, seems like the rite of parting has been going on for a while now. Let's go have a look.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing. Are they saying something? Are their speeches over?
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also the end of an era.
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Panique pas!
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Roping you in.
Why, if you were looking for some...
The cleanup of the premises?
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,000... Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Xinyu kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some third-round knockout, but you'd have to pay out your nose just to stand inside Xinyu kiosk. Are you sure you can afford it?
You're right.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the
Oh,
Rex
je me suis
Lapis
pété le bide avec le
Morax,
cassoulet
I
de
can
William
easily
Serin.
create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an Archon. So I had to rehearse a little for my new life.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to try becoming a parasite to society who lives off of other people's credit.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. You don't have to say it like that. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. We also exchange knowledge, memories, and foresight, as well as positions, roles, and lives. The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could, no matter how many times he descended to be with his people. I must thank you for that. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no journey that does not end. No meetings without partings.
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue our search for the Seven.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed by order of its deity, the Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. It wasn't that bad last year. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Anemo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Qixing were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know.
T'as vraiment pas de bol, là.
The reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not
t'inquiète
dead.
pas, hein,
I hinted as much to the
les galettes bretonnes, les crêpes bretonnes, c'est les meilleures.
How did I
Hein.
accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this?
Ah oui, il y a 3 kilos de beurre dans un kilo de
known
pâtes.
as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Il y a les touristes aussi, en été.
Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that was a good one. Failing a divine trial. How they came up with that excuse, I will never know. That said, the reason why the Chising were so eager to resolve the incident and stop pursuing the culprit was indeed because they received news in secret that Rex Lapis was not dead. I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask?
Écoute, t'as même pas besoin d'être breton pour connaître ces musiques-là.
Have you ever heard of this particularly convenient Adepti art known as gifting dreams and visions?
Mais...
All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Ah, that said, the reason I hinted as much to the Adepti as well. How did I accomplish that, you ask? All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Yeah, about that. Before the
These are indeed false accusations. But it remains undeniably true that Child did send people to the Jade Chamber to prevent the Adepti and the Chising from defeating the ancient god. I've heard that Ningguang is busy milking that for all it's worth on the foreign relations front at the moment.
Après, il n'y a pas que les deux là non plus. Hein.
Those poor Snezhnayan diplomats. If it were not for Child's exalted position as a
Geoffrey, je crois.
I'm certain that they would have shifted all the blame to him and called for his dismissal by now. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know?
Bah voilà, tu vois, t'as même pas besoin d'être breton.
That's right. Zhongli, now that you don't have your gnosis, what's going to happen to all the Morin Tibet? Since Morax is dead, are they all just going to disappear? Also, isn't the Golden House the only mint in the entire...
The Mora present now will not vanish. But the Golden House will indeed have to cease operations for a lengthy period of time, since creating Mora requires the use of the Geo-Archon's power.
This is terrible! We're all about to run out of Mora! The world is coming to an end!
Yes, this is indeed a major issue from a financial standpoint. Well, I suppose we'll just leave such troublesome matters to the Liyue Chising to debate.
Then, did you at least set some private funds aside for yourself?
Oh, a private fund. This does seem like a good, logical, common-sense idea. It's a shame.
What's a shame?
It's a shame that I didn't think of it at the time. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then.
Y a moyen. Y a moyen, y a moyen. Bah ouais, quand même. Créer un compte. Créer un compte. Créer un compte. Moi, je vous dis qu'il y a des gens vraiment pas traîner dans cette vocale.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang,
T'es prêt là?
is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few
Bah
days
attends, je vais
ago,
pas dire ça parce
I
que je suis
have
en
already
live.
had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project.
La base.
Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Je te note mon mot de passe.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar
Pas le
enough
mot de
with
passe et l'adresse mail,
prostrate,
pardon.
but I've never even heard of those other
Parce
two.
que vu qu'on a supprimé le
Only
compte,
sufficiently
je te rappelle.
large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn
Ah non, je vais pas te
themselves
dire
the
comme ça parce
Sunset
que...
moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float.
Ouais, bah c'est ce que je suis en train de faire
Wonder
là.
Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber.
Y a pas de mot de passe, à toi de le
Adepti
faire le mot de
sigils
passe.
serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find.
T'as fait quoi?
And in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation
Bah,
will be to everyone's satisfaction.
c'est comme tu
These
crées
things
ton
won't be
compte
easy
là.
to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year,
then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
no. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am
ça
knowledgeable
marche.
about.
Really?
Ah putain, demain je suis chez ma mère.
Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Ouais, mais du coup j'aurai pas la Xbox.
But how much information I share
Donc
with you will
force
depend
horizon,
on
il y
your
aura
performance.
pas beaucoup dans la semaine, ni de
The construction of
jungler.
the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to
Ouais, mais
attend
bon,
to
je
now.
pourrais pas jouer avec toi du coup.
Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please.
Ouais, mais
seek
sur la
out
play,
my
il n'y a pas
secretary.
jungler, ni Forza, ni rien de tout ça.
This is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you.
Ouais, il y a...
Do not let somebody else snatch it
Fishing
from your
Planet.
grasp.
Le truc qui fâche.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look, it's...
Ma'am, you seem like an
J'ai
eminent and distinguished
GTA
young lady to
5.
me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Dingwang has set up. As it happens, we have some information
Pas de
about the
GTA 5.
materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private.
Peux-tu le remettre en
brass
PS5?
tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that.
Hein?
Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Bah... Bah ouais, j'ai The Hunter.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's...
Ouais, et toi?
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Je l'ai plus! Bah moi, si tu veux, je recommencerai pas à zéro, mais je pourrais jouer avec vous.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the Adventurers Guild.
Ah,
Is that
le
so?
hit, on parlait du payback, mais le hit, je sais pas, je pense que je vais recommencer à zéro.
Teammates are also indispensable when adventuring. Another person to count on is always good after all.
Yep, and it's even harder to get a guide as good as Paimon.
Ah, yes. I do have some information that may be of help to you. Let me consult our records. Ah, there it is.
Blonde. Dress is all funny. It feels like... Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look anything like his?
Hmm? Like the honorary knights? No, they couldn't look more different. This stranger is a very tall man, and even has an eye patch.
Seriously? How does this have anything to do with Kaya?
That stranger declined the guild's invitation, so I can't say that I know anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Nonetheless, you can look for him if you're interested. Perhaps he might accept your commission instead. After all, it is not uncommon for some adventurers to not want to be limited by the guild, but be happy to accept a fellow adventurer's requests. And should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed,
He would certainly
Ouais.
be a big help on your journey.
Tu nous fais chier.
Please don't talk down on yourself like that. You are the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius, after all. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the bards in the city, even now. Well, as to further news about him, you may want to ask Mr. Lawrence. He stands guard at the city gate, so he may know something about that stranger. I wish you every success, adventurer. Ad Astra Abyss. Ad Astra Abyss.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
Leave it to me. All of it. Whatever it is. What exactly is it?
Pourquoi?
I didn't quite catch your request. You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
You always seem...
Welcome to Mondstadt.
Bienvenue sur mon live et profitez à partager un agréable moment.
Windblade! With the wind! This is not the end.
Steady as stone. Someone needs assistance. Leave it all to me.
will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Disappear!
Nowhere to hide.
Freeze! Wind blade!
Bon bah voilà, je vais arrêter là pour aujourd'hui. Je te parlais pas de toi! Ok bah let's go, hein, j'arrête tout. Bah comme ça tu viens boire un café. Bon, je vous dis à la prochaine du coup.